This is the story of Lindo Jong. The chapter opens up with her comparing her story to the importance of gold, to the Chinese 14-karat gold being viewed as fake, to 24-karat gold being pure and real gold. Lindo used this metaphor in comparison to her arranged marriage to Tan Yu, which she frequently refers to as a brother and sister relationship. Lindo also tells the account of a war movie she watched in which the soldier had promised to marry one woman right before he left, but broke that promise and married another, much like how she herself promises to marry Tan Yu and be happily married her entire life to him, when in fact she deliberately makes efforts to end the unfortunate marriage. As a child, Lindo grew up as a very obedient child except for her sour faces. After Lindo was promised in marriage to Hung Tae-yu at the very young age of 2 by the matchmaker, as was tradition in China, Lindo's mother began referring to her as the daughter of Hung Tai-tai, her future mother-in-law, while her own mother hid her tears and tried to detach herself from Lindo. Tai-tai, getting used to the idea, thought Lindo had the qualities she was looking for in a daughter-in-law. When Lindo was 12, her family home was severely damaged by a flood. Her family left the village to move to another village, while Lindo was sent to live in Tan Yu's family. There she was treated as a servant, and she soon came to live for Tai-tai's praise and to think of Tan Yu as a god. Through their mistreatment, various efforts on Tan Yu's part were to make his future bride cry over trivial things such as cold soup. Before moving into the house, Lindo's mother told her not to disgrace the family, and then gave her an early wedding present. It was a necklace called Chang with a red jade tablet. At the age of 16, Lindo was married. On her wedding day, Lindo was filled with despair as she anticipated life spent in pursuit of someone else's happiness. She considered ending her life by drowning herself in the river that had taken her family's land. However, while watching the river, she noticed a fierce wind that shaped and changed the river with its power, and like the wind, she was too strong. She resolved to honor her parents' promise, but also to maintain her own happiness. Her wedding day had already been riddled with bad omens such as rain, also the Japanese invading the village. However, Tai-tai was determined to make the best of the wedding. The matchmaker arranged for the couple to have a red candle marked with Lindo's name on one end and Tai Yu's on the other. The custom was that each would light the end of the candle that could not extinguish the flame until dawn, deeming the bond impermeable. A servant was instructed to watch over the flame, but ran away from the room in the middle of the night for fear the Japanese were invading. Lindo saw this as an opportunity to blow out Tan Yu's end of the candle. However, the matchmaker announced the next morning that the marriage was sealed, showing the evidence of equally burnt remains of both ends of the candle, which the servant must have relit for fear of punishment. In their home, Tan Yu was forced Lindo to sleep on the sofa until Tai-tai demanded differently. Tan Yu was still refused to touch Lindo. Tai-tai claimed her as a failure and confined her to bed, saying that if Lindo remained horizontal, Tai Yu's assumingly sewed seat could not be dislodged. Finally, Lindo plotted her way out of the marriage without disgracing her promise to her family. She made up a story of a dream in which their ancestors said that the matchmaker's servant had allowed Tan Yu's end of the candle to go out, meaning Tan Yu would die if he stayed in the marriage. When Tai-tai did not believe, Lindo made up 3 signs to prove the unfortunate end if the marriage was to continue. The first sign being the black mole on Tan Yu's back that would swallow him whole, which she had noticed while sharing a bed with him. The second sign, Lindo's teeth would begin to fall out, and showed Tai-tai her missing tooth, which had fallen out 4 previous years ago. Lindo then convinced Tai-tai that the ancestors had planted the seed of Tan Yu's child into the womb of a servant girl who came from imperial lineage, who was Tan Yu's true spiritual wife. Lindo knew that the servant girl was in fact carrying the child of delivery man, but the servant gratefully confessed to Lindo's story in order to give birth to her child in wedlock. The marriage between Tan Yu and Lindo was annulled, and Lindo was given money to move to America. The end.